Welcome to the Introduction to GIS Programming course. This is an in-person class that I'm teaching this semester for 2026 at the University of Tennessee. And I'll be recording videos in class when I'm teaching and upload the videos to YouTube. So if you're someone new to Python programming or you already know Python programming, you want to learn how to analyze and visualize geospatial data using Python, this course is for you. And the class meets twice a week, Tuesday and Thursday, for 75 minutes each section. So I'm going to record all the videos, live demo in class, and then upload to YouTube. So you're welcome to follow along. You can also do all the lab assignments. Everything is open access. The link to the course website is in the video description below. So you can open the link. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to access all the course materials throughout the semester. And also, you can check out the syllabus. So if you go to the website, to the homepage here, you can click this one to take you to the syllabus, or you can also download a PDF copy. You can right-click, open the link. So this is, as I mentioned, is an in-person class. We're going to talk about Python basics. So if you're new to Python programming, this is going to cover all the basic introduction to Python for a couple weeks. And then we're going to get into geospatial, how to use Python to visualize, analyze, and also explore geospatial data using some of the open source packages. Again, you can download the syllabus from here, and everything's free, open access. You don't have to pay anything. Just follow the weekly videos and then do the lab assignment. You should be able to master the Python programming for geospatial. And if you scroll down here, you will find some of the learning outcomes. So I'm not going to repeat here. You're welcome to read the book. Essentially, it's going to be able to teach you to handle all the geospatial data. I'm also going to cover some of the open source packages that I have developed. For example, GMap, LeafMap, and some of the other packages for doing 2D and also 3D mapping. So we're going to get introductions to all of those packages and how to, for example, deal with raster data using raster.io, how to deal with vector data using GeoPandas. We're also going to cover some of the analysis. We're also going to talk about DuckDB, for example, how to do scalable geospatial analytics using the DuckDB database. We have a textbook. So actually, I have been teaching this course a couple times in the past. We didn't really have a good textbook. So last year, I put together this textbook here, 540 pages. It's also available on Amazon. So if you want to get a copy, you can purchase a copy from Amazon. So it's like full color copy, covering all the content that we're going to talk about this semester. And so you can go to the text page, the textbook page in here, take you to the Amazon webpage. So if you want to get a hard copy, right now it says discount, and you can see it gets some pretty good reviews, and some of the outliers, some of those reviews are kind of not true. It says the data not available, but all the data actually are being downloaded automatically when you run the code. So we don't really need to download the sample data in advance. Also, there's a PDF copy. So if you just want a PDF copy, you can go to the OpenGeoPub website from here. So it's also available in 14 translations. So you're welcome to purchase any of those if you want to. But if you have time, you can just go through the content. So all the notebook, all the examples are freely available. So you can just follow along and then click notebook and then watch the video. You should be good to go. If you want to watch the previous year, I also have the videos in here. But these things change, I mean, year to year. And some of the content I'm going to update when I'm teaching this course. So it's not going to be exactly the same as the previous one. Also, I'm going to add some new packages that's not available in the past. So you're always going to get the most up-to-date content, how to do Python programming with Python. And so on the left side here, you can see we have three sections. Software setup. So in the first week, we're going to cover how to set up the software. how to install the IDE, and also how to set up Git. After that, we're going to show you how to use some of the cloud computing tools, for example, Google Colab, Jupyter Lab, and we will also briefly cover using Docker. So the software setup just to set up all the tools that's needed for this course. And then starting from second week, we're going to cover the Python fundamentals, okay? Data variable, data structure, looping, functions and classes, and how to work with files. Also some of the basic Python packages, for example, NumPy and Pandas. So these are just the basic to get you started, the syntax, and then we get into Geospatial. So here we're going to cover a variety of open source packages, from basic vector data analysis to raster analysis. Then we do data visualization, geodata processing, or even 3D, and also cloud computing. So we have a lot of content to cover in this course. I'm very sure if you can finish off this week by week for the whole semester, you are going to master Python programming for Geospatial. So right nowadays, with the AI agents everywhere, it's especially more important that you know the basics. Otherwise, if something goes wrong, you don't really know how to fix it. Sometimes AI can be hallucinating, and also without AI, you can't really do anything. If you know the basic, you can still do stuff without the help of AI. And I highly suggest you master the basics and then use AI to improve your productivity. Don't just solely rely on AI and then trying to vibe coding everything. The things they're going to generate is not going to be very good. It's going to be all kind of AI stuff. So now if you go on the internet, there are a lot of people using AI to create some apps and trying to make some money, but I would say 99% of those is not going to survive, because it's just people knows AI slop is not good enough. So you want to know the basics, master the programming language, and then use AI to create some high quality content, high quality software tools that people want to use. And I have been doing this for many years, and I know what's valuable, what kind of things that people are looking for, and how to actually create a high quality open source projects that people can also contribute, especially important nowadays with the wide reuse of all the AI tools out there. And also, when I post the lab assignments, weekly lab assignments in here, so on the upper lower left corner, you're going to see the lab section. Right now, we don't have any labs yet, but starting from next week, we're going to have the lab assignments. So again, you're welcome to follow through. Everything is free, open access. If you have any questions, you can go to the GitHub repository, upper right corner here. If you click this link, it will take you to the GitHub repository. So from here, you can clone all the contents. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to install Git and VS Code and also Conda. But for this video, I'm going to go through that. But if you have used Git before, you can click this one and clone the repository to your computer. Or if you have any questions, feel free to start a GitHub discussion. So from here, you can just say new discussion. If you run into any issues, if you have any questions, click this one, get started. And then from here, you can describe and provide the title and then a description about the issue that you run into. I will be able to help you out. Or the community can also help you. So this is basically just a learning environment, allow you to ask questions and then interact with other learners at the same time. So it's going to be fun, especially if you're new to programming, new to GitHub. This is a good practice for you. So if you follow through, ask questions, practice, and then learn, read, and also watch, hopefully by the end of this course, you become a Python master. Okay, so that's all for this video. I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.